I tell people all the time, it doesn't matter. I'm not wearing makeup right now, believe it or not. So it doesn't matter if you got makeup on. It's okay. You know, I was wearing some kind of cowboy hat this weekend. It really wasn't a cowboy hat. It was more like a bandit or an outlaw hat. I felt like the outlaw Josie Wells, if you ever watched that this weekend. I just didn't have a cigarette in my mouth. But it was a great. I want to kick it off, first of all, and tell you thank you for joining us tonight. I'm always super grateful to have you tuning in. And I know you're giving up your time. You're giving up your time with your family. You're giving up your time on a Sunday evening. And I take it serious. I know all of our leaders take it serious. And we want to give you something of value tonight. And I promise you this. I believe what you will get if you by you staying to the end, I shouldn't say if, by you staying to the end, I think you will definitely gain value from tonight, and you're going to grab things you can pull, okay? And I always like to open it up this way, because this is the first time that in network marketing for me to where we have teams from everywhere. And I just want to say this, I'm so grateful for that. And so anytime you hear trainings from me, understand if you can grab just a nugget and apply it to what you already do, that's awesome. Okay? That's awesome. Because to me, that's what we do. My background is coaching. And what I got out of coaching all those years was we went to clinics all over the country. And although we all had separate teams, we came together to get ideas from each other. And if we could walk away from a weekend of a clinic and pull ideas and apply it to our own team, it was a success. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? So if I say video one and you are and you have your own video, great. Apply what you do, okay? And I always like to say that. I want to tell you, we're in some special moments in time. And I challenge everybody. I was invited. I was very humbled to be invited to Ken and Debbie Snyder's Super Saturday yesterday. And that recording, if she hasn't already, Robin DeMio is going to post that recording in RX Nation. And, you know, share it into your groups. That call, and Robin, if you could maybe put there were so many great speakers, okay? So go through the entire thing. There were so many great people training, showing their testimony, talking to people just like you and me. That's what's so powerful. But at the end of the call, Dr. Fred Cooper spoke. And let me tell you, his passion, his heart, his desire for this company is something that if you watch, you're going to have so much pride and so much belief will be gained from that conversation of that owner. How many of you heard his talk yesterday? An emotional talk. I challenge you to go listen to that. And as I talk through tonight, Andrea Rosser, if I ever break up, I hope our service is okay, but if I ever break up a little bit, just jump in and let me know. So we're going to post that. Everybody want to hear that, see that right there, okay? But I'm also going to get Robin to put the time slot that Fred Cooper spoke, okay? I especially want you to hear from Dr. Fred Cooper.
Hey, Brent.
Okay. Yes, Robin?
I'm having that cut with just his piece. So I'll post just his piece separately than all the rest of it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. And tonight's going to be a little bit different. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that. I'm going to talk to you, and a lot of times I'm all over the place. I'm jumping. I'm wanting to get in the batter's box and coach the 4 bases, and I try to, you know, there's some intensity comes out of me. But tonight I want to bring it back home, okay? And I just want to have a real talk with you. And there's going to be people that cut in. There's going to be people that share. here's what I want you to get out of tonight. I want you to come into this tonight with an open mindset that we are working in a different time in our industry. And you're going to hear me talk about this, and you don't have to believe me. You could go do your own research. But veterans in this industry, this 100+ euro industry, are saying they've never seen times like we're experiencing in our industry. I'm talking about momentum, growth, companies absolutely exploding all across our industry, and RX is setting the bar as people are turning their head to what we're doing. And now's the time. I've been saying it for a while, new era, now's the time, right place, right time. Let me tell you, you are truly sitting in an historical place in our industry. And so tonight, what I want us to come to grips with is we've got a chance to evolve over the next 90 days. And you go, why 90 days, Brent? Because without a doubt, one of the things I've learned from coaching is in 90 days, habits are formed. In 90 days, momentum's created. In 90 days, people change their circumstances. In normal times, we're living in not normal times in our industry. And what we can do in the next 90 days, you and me, if we'll just get focused, if we'll just get laser focused and we're willing to go bust our hump for it, what we can do in the next 90 days, it would take somebody possibly a year or 2 years in normal times to do with the same effort. And again, you could go to the likes of Eric Worre. You could go to the likes of Gary Racer, Fred Cooper, Mark Wilson. You could go outside to Mark Cuban, people talking about e-commerce and the power of network marketing. We're living in unusual historical times in our industry. And so tonight, I'm bringing that intensity to it at the beginning because I want you to understand that we're going to give you something tonight that you can evolve with us over the next 90 days. How many of you want that? See, I believe everybody's here tonight because they want to do this and they want it to be a success and they want it to be a huge benefit for their family. You, your family. We're giving you that tonight. Just straight talk. And I'm going to kick it off by just saying congratulations. Across the board, okay? Across the board and across the world, we're in RX are experiencing massive growth. Massive growth. The United States is up. March was a big month in the US. April was even bigger. Italy, March was a huge month. April was even bigger. Countries are changing, are just changing month by month by month because of where we're at. And it was big in our industry. So here's what I would tell you tonight. Tonight you can pat yourself on the back because you're in the right industry at the right time. And you're with the right company at the right time. So congratulations. The last day of April was absolutely insane. How many of you would agree? I was talking to Robin DeMio, and she was like, holy smokes, like the last day was just crazy. Dr. Kristal Vance was talking, she's like, unbelievable. There's so much excitement going on right now. Congratulations. And as I listened to Debbie and Ken Snyder talk about it yesterday, it's an exciting time to be here. So here's the thing. I'm going to post for you right quick before I get right into the meat and potatoes of tonight. Okay, that's the country in me. So here we go. I'm going to post this weekly flyer this week, okay, so that you can see the color this week. We're going with a Easter egg purple this week, okay? So this is the color for this week's training and prospecting Zoom. Notice we got prospecting Zooms Monday 2 times. On Tuesday, we got 3 opportunities on Tuesday. Wednesday, 2 opportunities. Thursday, 2 opportunities. And then a training on Saturday, and also a prospecting Zoom. And then Sunday, we got the coach's call right here. Okay? So you can post that all over social media and feel good about sending your prospects to this. Okay? All right. Thank you so much. That will be posted everywhere for everybody to have. Now, evolving over the next 90 days. If you're taking notes, hopefully you are. That needs to be the heading. That needs to be the heading. Also, we shared the file of this weekly training in the chat section in the meeting. So you can grab that. Evolving over the next 90 days. Think about this. May, June, and July. We're on the 4th day of May. 4th day of May right now. May, June, and July. 90 days. Here's what I would say. Let's do 2 things. Let's have a physical evolution in ourselves, and let's have a financial evolution in ourselves. How many of you are up for that? We got the best products in the world, right? The best products, the best brands. Listen, everybody is going to have it June the 3rd. Some people are fortunate to have it right now. We just launched a product called Burn that is amazing. But tonight, the first thing I'm going to talk about is evolving over the next 90 days physically, okay? Let's work together physically to have a huge transformation over the next 90 days. And to talk about the first thing, Dr. Kristal Vance is going to join me right here. And this is goal number 1 tonight, okay? Because at the end, I got a call to action. You know, I always like to have a call to action at the end. Game plan at the end, right? Dave Vance is nodding his head going, yep, got to have a call to action. So goal number 1 is a physical evolution in yourself over the next 90 days. That we're all going to go on together, that we're all going to be accountable together. And I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Kristal Vance to talk about that. Dr. Kristal Vance.
Hey.
Hello. Thank you so much.
Oh, I am excited about this. Just to kind of set the stage here, it wasn't that long ago where I was like, what can I do to create momentum in my business? Have you come to the realization, like I came to, that you can't make anybody do anything they don't want to? That the only person you have any power over is yourself. So if you want momentum in your business, you have to create it yourself. And when others see you having some type of a change, they make a decision for themselves. And a lot of times, if you make it look nice, they go, I want that too. And they follow you because you're a leader. It's pretty simple. And so I decided that I wanted to change my health. And when I changed my health, I changed my life. There's a ripple effect, right? When you drop a rock into water, there's a ripple effect that happens. And so it changed my life health-wise. It changed my life financially. It changed my life. Every aspect of my life was changed by this one stone I dropped into the water. We saw Coach Myra Miles do the exact same thing when she made that video. She's like, I've got to do something to do this. And so she made it happen. Okay. So instead of reinventing the wheel, I've always been one who's really good at just copying what other people are doing and creating success with it. So you can do the exact same thing. So the beginning of January, we did a 90-day challenge. I threw it out to my team and I was like, look, I had success doing this. And what was I doing? I was doing the slenderized drops and drinking a burn. Now, I want to be very respectful for those of you who do not have burn. It would not be fair of me to give you a plan and be like, you don't have what we have, so you can't do this. So if any of you just said that, stop it. Because that's not what leaders do. They go, but how can I do what she's doing? But I'm going to make it simple for you. Protein, this burn is a protein drink. Everybody has this one, right? Pure Nourish. And then you have, there you go. Yeah, hold it up. Rejuvenex. So burn is nothing more than a protein drink with Rejuvenex in it. So you'll get the same results if you teach people to do if they don't like burn, then tell them to get a bag of the protein and get Rejuvenex and the drops. Or if they want a simple step, then these two products. And if every single one of us on here did that personally, you have to do it first personally. You will start to see so many changes in your life. It's the rock. It creates a ripple effect. You evolve, you change. And so yes, you're muted.
Real quick, I want to jump in just real quick if you can hear me.
Uh-huh.
So, and then I want to turn it back to you. But I want everybody to understand, because I didn't do it justice, okay? I think everybody knows Dr. Kristal Vance because she's always on everything talking. But when she says she dropped the stone, like, ladies and gentlemen, she's a doctor. She knows what's in the products. She knows the degree that's in everything. But the reason we did this tonight is because me and her talked today. Listen, she's had a huge transformation herself. I built a business with this lady when the physical transformation hadn't happened yet. And she had built a phenomenal business. But the financial part had happened, but she was missing a portion that money can't buy. And that was the physical. And she made a commitment. She put a plan together and she followed it. And today, both now are lining up. And she's glowing because of it. And you can't put a price tag on that. So we were talking today and I was like, Kristal, I hear so many people talk about like this quarantine time, like we're being kind of suppressed. And that refrigerator is calling our name. So we can have the best products in the world, but every time I cross the refrigerator, like that ice cream, that ice cream is really like calling my name. And I'm eating now. I was eating one meal, now I'm eating 3 or 4 meals a day. And as you can see right here with Dr. Kristal, the physical transformation, and you go, how did she do that? She decided it was time to evolve. And so tonight, like it doesn't matter where you're at. Like we want to rally around and go, maybe it's your energy level that you're wanting to change. Maybe it's a weight loss goal you got in mind over the next 90 days. Maybe it's you just want to feel better and you want your immune system to operate at optimal speed over the next 90 days. We want to evolve physically. And Dr. Kristal, some people talk about it and then some people do it. You did it. You already knew the science behind it, but you did it. And so tonight, I just wanted people to understand that. I didn't do a great job of kicking that off. But there's a lot of importance to this, but it takes that personal commitment. Right?
Yes, absolutely.
So I'll turn it back to you. I just wanted to share that.
No, thank you. And I appreciate that. And you know what? This was a very simple plan. And this is what I know. If you will commit to yourself in doing this, it will change your health. You will walk out of here changed. You will walk out of here transformed. You will walk out of here evolving, but you'll start being an example to other people and they'll be attracted to it. And so what happened, I want to bring on here Valerie and Joe Hyne, which still sounds so weird. They just got married a week ago. I'm going to have you guys unmute if you would. Everybody give them a clap. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And here's the thing. Maybe you're not doing it just for yourself. So Val has had a business here for a couple years, and I want you to know this. I want to say this first. She had the best month in volume than she has had. Like, her growth this month was probably the best month of growth she's ever had.
Probably.
And she's been here for 3 or 4 years.
4.5.
Her business transformed because January, I threw out a challenge and I said, who wants to do this? Well, Joe and Val decided to do this as a couple and support each other. And Val's mom, Marilyn, also, she's on here somewhere too. They both were like, now Val is already, you would look at her and be like, she's fit, she's trim. Joe's like, I am on a mission to become the man I always wanted to be. He's like doing everything he can to become lean and trim and fit and soon to be ripped.
Mm-hmm.
And Marilyn's like, well, if you guys are doing it, I want to be supportive too, and I want to do it. See what happens? Ding, ding, ding. And everybody's working together. Now watch what happens. Val, how much weight did you lose, Val?
Let's see. 45, almost 20 pounds, maybe.
20 pounds, the pounds that you don't think, it's like your dream pounds.
Right. Yeah, the ones I've been trying to get rid of forever.
Okay.
Been stuck.
And then Joe, how much have you lost up to date?
I think up to date, I'm at 35 or 36 pounds. At the end of the first challenge, I was at like 38.
Very cool. Okay, so look at this. They started to have a challenge. They started to have a change. Look, like she was already a little Miss Skinny Minnie, and all of a sudden she's like this. So it doesn't matter where you are. I guarantee you, if you will commit to doing this, you will see a change in your body. Look at Joe, the change in just his face.
Mm-hmm.
And people see that, and they're like, they'll always ask guys. They never ask girls, are you doing something different? Girls have to lose like 40 pounds before anybody says anything. Okay. But that's okay. And all of a sudden it naturally, people started seeing their change, and it started to change everything. Their ripple effect, their posture about talking, their belief in their product went up. Their belief in themselves went up. Their belief in the business went up. And people are attracted to that like flies.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what happened to me. You can see when I start talking about it, I start to light up. That's what you want. I want all of you to have that. So I don't care if I'm telling you, there is a reason the weight loss industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have the ability to influence people, then baby, I'm telling you, I was like, I'm not missing out. If these products are this legit, then why am I not taking advantage of the benefit?
Right.
Right?
When you happen to mention to people, yeah, I'm actually getting paid to lose weight. What? Really? Then they're like, want to know more.
Right. And do you feel like you, over that 90 days, were you guys being crazy working out? Were
Oh
you
my God, no.
crazy menus? Was
No.
it really that hard of a thing to implement into your life?
Not at all.
No.
And because we've talked about it, I barely even tried. And
I know.
and I hate to say that the weight melted off, but it just came off. I mean, I stalled out for a second and we figured a few things out, and I'm consistent the last 3 months and what I've lost. So it's,
Yeah.
Awesome.
and that's without gyms being open, and with,
Yeah.
you know, you learn how to work out at home, and you use body weight, and you use your products regularly, and it's, people notice. That's the best part, is when somebody notices, hey, what are you doing? Are you losing weight? That's the payment.
It's such a good feeling.
Absolutely. A win, right? We all want a win. We all want a victory. Okay. So the perfect worlds collide. We have a quarantine where everybody is, as Coach said, running at the refrigerator, right? It's like kind of, there's a little video, a little meme on Facebook, and the little girl's like walking to the refrigerator, and she does a little dance, headed to the refrigerator, headed to the refrigerator, right? Who else is headed to the refrigerator? Everybody. We're bored out of our minds, right? And at the same time, people are going, change something and become a better you. Everybody out there is saying, what are you doing with this time to better yourself? And then you have network marketing is exploding because people realize they need another source of income.
Mm-hmm.
What? And you have where you could take 2 products or 3 products, and as Joe said, not even work that hard, and lose, have a change, evolve. Now, what does 90 days do? Like Coach said, it starts some habits,
Mm-hmm.
but it also gives you time to really own it, that it wasn't some fad. You have time to change with it. So I don't want you to commit to me. I don't want you to commit to Coach. I want you to look at this and realize you could not have this any better. I want Aunt Moreland standing up there on that stage with a 9-pack. He's already an athlete. Do you know what all his athlete friends are going to do when all of a sudden Aunt's like, dun, 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 super Aunt? What I guess is what I'm saying is, don't judge if this is for you. I'm telling you, you'll have some type of a healthy change in your body by jumping on and just doing these 2 little things. And after 90 days, if you come to me and say, Dr. Kristal, I did it. I did those things. I ate off of the Slenderized plan, and look at me. I gained 30 pounds. Like, no, that is not what's going to happen, and you know it. So don't be afraid to wait. I had this word told to me, and the gentleman said, are you afraid to succeed? So my question to you tonight is, perfect time, perfect place, perfect products, perfect program. Are you afraid to succeed? Because seriously, this isn't, as everybody says, this isn't rocket science. Order these things in if you don't already have them, and most of you already do. And let's do this together, and let's become something that people go, wow, look at all those people. Because I'm telling you what, Dallas, Texas, we're going to have some fine looking people coming up in there and walking across the stage because their businesses exploded.
Yep.
What do you think, Coach?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm excited about it. I love to do something as a group, as a challenge together. And Dr. Kristal Vance, one of the things I wanted to ask you is, like, what would you recommend before we move to the next step? What would you recommend for somebody? Okay, let's go 2 scenarios. For the people that could get burned, and obviously they can get slenderized, what would you suggest for them? How many burns a day? Obviously, slenderized with every meal.
Right.
Kind of give me just a quick little.
Yeah. So for me, what I did was, I'm like, all of a sudden, what did I do? I did 2 shakes. So I did a shake for breakfast, a shake for lunch. You guys, I lost over 100 pounds. So like, you don't have to, pick your extremity level here, right? You don't have to be this extreme. You can find a place, but I did 1 burn a day in my slenderized drops. And then for a long time, that's all I've been doing is 1 burn a day in my slenderized. Prior to that, I was doing breakfast because I took my lunch money. I was on a budget. So I took my breakfast money and my lunch money and I put it into my products. I'm going to make the money I have work for me. So my breakfast became a shake, my lunch became a shake, and I had burn for my snack. And then I just had a regular dinner, broccoli and cauliflower and chicken, a lot. I just ate the same, like it was simple. It was working. How about you, Val?
Yeah, I've had a burn every day because I had a little bit of a stockpile.
She had some extra. She made it through the drive spell.
I did. But I made sure that I had a burn every single day. My drops, we were doing them twice a day, but twice or 3 times a day, whatever works for you, as long as you're getting them in. And most days a shake for 1 meal. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Okay, so let's move, like, for some people, they can't get the burn right now, okay?
Right.
So June the 3rd, I think it's June the 4th maybe, everybody will be able to get burn. But for right now, the people that can't get the burn, what could they do to be a part of this with us?
Okay, so burn is meant to be a snack. So you could either make a protein shake for your snack so that you get those calories and you get that protein and it gets you through the hump, and then take some Rejuvenex with it. Now, when do you need energy? That's the other thing I always say with burn is that's a product. When are you getting hungry and when do you need some energy? Some people like their burn for their morning snack. Some people like it for their afternoon snack. Same thing for you. When do you want that shake? Do you want it for a meal or do you want it for a snack? And then Rejuvenex, you can take that stuff all day long. It's amazing what it does for your energy. So figure out, but first start.
So I've got to confess.
Uh-oh.
I might have got some burn.
You stinker.
I might have got some burn. And
I'm driving up there now.
I tasted it, and it's, just think of tropical Skittles as you drink it. Tropical Skittles. If you've never had
there by
tropical
midnight.
Skittles, before you start this challenge that we're going on, go get you some tropical Skittles, and that way you know what it tastes like. So great taste, amazing drink. So here we go. Okay, now we took some time with that because here's the thing. A little bit later you'll see why. Okay, just in a little bit. But goal number 2 is financial. Okay, like let's do something over the next 90 days. And Dr. Kristal Vance kind of touched on it, okay? And I've been really touching on it a lot, talking about what you can do, okay, to be a part of this exploding industry. Let me tell you, I was with a group of leaders on a call this past week from other companies, okay? And they were talking about the explosion that was going on. It was kind of a masterminding type thing. And the thing is the industry's exploding. One of the reasons is because e-commerce is exploding through the roof right now. Okay? E-commerce is exploding through the roof. Just go look. But network marketing is probably one of the most powerful forms of e-commerce. You go, how is that? Because e-commerce is the moving of products. Okay? And so for a lot of people that do e-commerce, they're the sole moving force. Their hands are on a keyboard. Their hands are putting it in Etsy. Their hands are doing something that creates sales. Where network marketing is, it's my hands plus Kristal's hands plus Ronnie Blakely's hands plus Kelly English's hands plus Dave Vance's hands moving across the distribution channel. So you got to look right now and go, I got to start the ripple effect. Don't look and go, well, I make $1 million a year. But also don't be the person that looks and goes, well, I'm not making much money. I only have 2 people on my team. I only have 1. Start tonight dropping your rock in the water that creates the ripple over the next 90 days as we evolve together. How many people like to go on a movement together? I know I do. I like to get excited together. I like to call like-minded people and know that we're moving together at the same time. So here's the thing. If we'll go on a journey of evolving ourselves physically, and you go, Brent, why did you pick physically? Like, we could have talked about skincare because we got phenomenal skincare products. I'm drinking the water bottle, but here's the thing. Think about where the world is today. They've been quarantined. We're in a health and wellness company. Most of the world's not. So guess what they've done? They've hit that refrigerator like 78 times during the day. You think they need a change? So what's the best way to attract those people? Be a walking billboard. So that's why we're picking this right now, to go out over the next 90 days and transform and evolve ourselves, because it's going to speak to all those people around us that hasn't done what we've done. Does that make sense? I want to bring it back to business. That's why we're doing this. There's a reason for the madness, okay? Now, how are we going to do it financially? Somebody posted a post that I made today, and they put it on my timeline, and they said, I heard Brent Palmer say one time, divorce yourself from the outcome and get caught up in marrying the process. You will grow over the next 90 days. You will evolve with me, with Dr. Kristal Vance, with the other leaders in the company, if you're willing to marry the process over the next 90 days. We just gave you the physical process. The financial process is what you're going to get now, and you've seen it before. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to post it. I'm going to post it. Now, tomorrow starts it. We're going May, June, and July. I'm going to post the steps for the process. And I've shared it before. But you got to take a picture of this, and you got to be willing to evaluate your daily process. Okay? So going into tomorrow, you got to have a top 10 list. And Pat Klepper is she's going to give an amen here in a minute when I say this, because she says it all the time. There's people out there that's 4 things, okay? My medicines don't work no more. Number 2, I just don't have the energy I used to have. Number 3, I need to lose some weight. I've already told you there's a lot of those out there right now because the world's been quarantined. And number 4, I got to do something about my financial future. You got to get people on a list tonight for this week. I put 10, but if you want to make it 50, make it 50. And then the second thing, Dr. Kristal Vance talked about it, and it's working. Like, people are doing it. Make a 20-second invite video. And you go, well, but I've got video 1. I can share video 1. I put them in a Facebook group first. Put them in a Facebook group, okay? But do step 2. which is giving them an invitation to look. So I'm moving my list to step 2. And then step 3 is invite them to get on a Zoom with you and one of your people in the business, okay? Just where you can be natural with each other. So it's like inviting them to talk, and it's me and Valerie and a guest. Let's don't make it hard, like 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Just introduce yourself, share why you're doing it, okay? And Dr. Kristal Vance, like these are the 3 steps that we should be exploding right now, exploding, because getting people together through Zooms are going to set up step 4 where we can invite them to the big Zooms. But if I would do this weekly, if I would do this daily, and I'm working this right here, these 4 steps, and I let the weeks turn into months and the months turn into May, June, and July, I'll end July and I will evolve in the business. I got caught up in marrying the process. I divorced myself from detached and divorced myself from the outcome. But I got married in the process, married up in the process. I'll get to the end of 90 days and financially I will be a happy person. And team-wise, if I teach them to do the same thing, now we're starting to expand and build that distribution channel that people are duplicating an action. Dr. Kristal Vance, while I've got that on the screen, we can take it off, but do you got anything to add to that?
Yeah, I do. I've seen a couple questions here that I would like to address. And it has to do with product. And I think that's a good thing, because if we're all going to be doing this, I don't want you to be sheeple. I want you to understand why you're doing this. Okay. So these drops, okay, these slenderize weight, and know that it's the slenderize system. But bottle is called Slenderix, and this bottle is called Accelerate. And they're 2 different things. These are homeopathic blends, meaning all natural, and they support and they balance your body, specifically insulin and hormones. So with that being said, if you're somebody who needs to lose weight, then your body is going to start balancing and your body's going to let it go. If you're already fit and you're wanting to put on muscle mass, this isn't going to make you lose weight. What it's going to do is it's going to start burning that subcutaneous fat that's around. That's where you start seeing those abs. So if you're somebody who wants to be this fit, ripped person, you want these just as much as me, who wanted to lose 100 pounds. And here's the thing, you don't have to figure out all the science. Your body knows what to do when you give it the right tools. So I could easily go to anybody and say, take these, because your body will balance. See, we're not giving you something that alters your body. We're letting your body take what it needs. It's brilliant. Okay, that's why these things help so many people individually. When you're drinking Burn, this is a protein. This is not just a meal. You cannot just drink this as a meal. It's only 135 calories. That's why we call it a snack. I don't want you to all of a sudden only be getting 600 calories. You can't do that. That's not healthy for you. You won't lose weight. Okay, so this is a snack. This isn't a meal. If you decide to have this as a meal, you need to add something to it for more calories. And then I've had some guys on here asking how to build muscle. Well, the way you build muscle is with protein, right? So if you need more protein than just this snack, then post recovery shakes. So we have all kinds of people here who are trying to figure out how to do a program specifically for themselves. And if you have some questions, reach out, ask, we'll help you. It's pretty simple. It really comes down to somebody who's losing weight, somebody who's adding muscle. There's really 2 people here. We're still using the same products. Okay, so Pure Nourish is an amazing shake, and the Rejuvenex will give you that extra energy. You're also getting extra energy here. And I'm going to give you one special Dr. Kristal tip. Everybody got their ears on? Well, I'll end my part here this evening with this. I have found that if I take a dropper of these before I go to bed, I'm down the next morning. And so what I think, I'm still testing this, but I cannot believe what has been happening doing this. I've been monitoring my ketones, and I believe this puts my sugars back into fat burning mode. So you are basically fasting all night. So if you've been taking these and you've been at a plateau, or you've been taking these other products, I want you to do maybe a half a dropper or a full dropper before you go to bed of Slenderex, not Accelerate, just Slenderex. There's your tip for the night.
Is that the dark or the light?
The light, the first drops that you're supposed to take.
Buddy. I'm on it. I might take 2 droppers tonight. Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope that helped everybody.
Anybody want to know why I'm doing a challenge? Just for me. All right? I'm going on it.
He needs all our support, you guys. So he's talking all of us into do this so that he can keep himself away from the refrigerator.
So I got to put this. I told you it's going to kind of be raw tonight, going back and forth. So Anthony Moreland, first of all, thank you for putting some of this stuff in the chats. Anthony said there's been 129% year-over-year growth in U.S. and Canada e-commerce orders as of April the 21st. And an impressive 146% growth in all online retail orders. Yeah, it's just validation that you're in the right place at the right time. I just can't, percentages. Here's the thing, years ago, there was a momentum wave called Apple when they created this bad boy. We're in a different age, and it's happening all around us, and you're sitting in it. But the reason for tonight of saying let's evolve together, let's go on a movement over the next 90 days, May, June, and July, is because the industry is going to explode. RX is going to explode. But it does not necessarily mean I'm going to explode. Okay? Does that make sense, Dwight? Like, I can be in it, but it doesn't necessarily mean I go get it. Like, I get it. How many of you want to get it? What we're giving you tonight is a way to make yourself more marketable. Like creating a physical, truly a physical thing that you can go, look. I mean, you don't have to say, look at me. They're looking at you. Let me tell you what I'm doing. What are you doing, Brent? I'll tell you what I'm doing. It's important the next 90 days to go on this movement with us. But then financially, the game plan we gave you, the world is looking for what you've got. You got to go out on a daily basis and run for it. And if you'll run for it right now, you're going to get your shot. Okay? You're going to get your piece of the pie. Like, it's not hype. You're going to be on the growth curve because you're out there and you're rowing the boat. Okay? You're rowing the boat with us. And tonight I'm going to end by giving you something. Okay? And Dr. Kristal Vance, thank you. You might have something to add, but thank you for your time tonight. But I want to put up on the screen what I highly encourage you all to take part in. And I got to give a big shout out to Andrea Rosser. Andrea, thank you for helping us with graphics and just everything you do to help our team and across the line. It's incredible. But we created this, and we'll put it in the chat section. We will put it in RX Nation. You can take it and share it into your groups. But how many of you at least believe you're at the right place at the right time? Raise your hand. Truly believe it. Then I want you to commit with us to evolve with us over the next 90 days and join the 90-day evolution. And you're going to see right there, I will evolve. My name, Brent Palmer. The date, May the 4th. And you go, what are these 10 things right here? What does that mean? Here's what it means. What do you want to change over the next 90 days? I already can tell you what I want. Number one, I want to lose 20 pounds over the next 90 days. Number one, I'm gonna put myself out there, okay? Number two, financially, I've got a goal in mind. Number three, I've got a number I want to recruit in people. Like I want to bring new people to the table. What's yours? Like I could go through the list right now. Tonight, I will have my 10. And it doesn't have to be 10. It could be 4. It could be 2. It could be 15 if you want it. But I want you to do 2 things. I want you to tangibly print it off. I'm giving you a simple task that any one of you can do tonight. I want you to print it off and I want you to write it down. And then I want you to put it away. And for the next 90 days, for the next 3 months, May, June, and July, go work. And at the end of 90 days, pull it out and have a night of fun marking off what you've accomplished in your life as you've evolved. Now, my question for you tonight is, will you do this with us? You have a choice. You have a choice. And I hope that if my passion or Dr. Kristal's passion didn't motivate you enough to decide to go do this, it didn't create enough belief in you to decide to go do this, that you will go research. Maybe you go to Facebook and type in Eric Worre and see what he's saying about the industry right now. Go to different people in the industry that is making an impact. Whether you like Eric Worre or you don't like Eric Worre, the bottom line is he's in tune to the industry. Go see what he's saying right now. Go see what Mark Cuban's saying right now. Go see what the world's saying right now and get the belief you need to go, I'm not going to miss this. And then go print off that pledge card and use it. Write it down. Set your goals on paper and then put it away where you know where it's at, and then go work physically and also go work on the process that will take care of the financially part. How many of you, seriously, let's just, as we close, how many of you are really on board to do this? See, here's what, I say this all the time. I believe that what we perfected in our world today is just lip service. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll get around to it. I'm with you, Dwight. Man, me and you, we will crush this thing. And then I never do anything. I'm here to tell you right now that I believe we got a bunch of people that can move mountains and can change the world that's on this call tonight. I believe we can reach people all over the world with our network that is right here on this tonight. But I believe that we've got to come together and have a movement together. It doesn't matter if you're on Brent Palmer's team. Doesn't matter if you're on Debbie and Ken's team. Doesn't matter if you're on Dr. Kristal's team or Tammy Motley's team or Bobby McCain's team. Here's what it matters. We got a bunch of like-minded people, Ronnie Blakely, that come together and go, you know what? We're going to go all in right here. We're going to commit to busting our hump over the next 90 days in this industry that's exploding and go get what's ours. And that's what I hope. That's what I hope you feel the burning inside of you tonight to go do. Don't do it for me. Don't do it for anybody. Do it for you. Okay? I got my why. I got the reason I'm doing this business. And I promise you this, I will lead by example. I will do the pledge. You might want to post it. You might want to make it visible. Hey, go do it. But at the end of the day, do it. Don't let this be one of those things that you let pass by and go, I'm going to get around to it. Let me tell you what to do tonight. Go get it out. Go make the list. Go slide it in the drawer. And then tomorrow morning, get your feet on the floor and go after it. And your future self will thank you for it. Guys, I love you. I'm grateful for you. But I believe I've stumbled on an industry. The good Lord put me in an industry that I didn't know that I could do and I didn't see coming. And it's blessed me beyond measure with the people in my life, with the finances that's happened, with the health, with the opportunities. And I don't want a day pass me by that I don't take advantage of it and I don't bless somebody else and I don't take somebody else with me. I want you to go with us. Get it printed out. Get it wrote down. And let's get after it. 90 days. Let's go evolve ourselves. Guys, thanks for being here. God bless. We love you. Appreciate you.